first time I ever did acid, I freaked out because I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in my car, and I look over, and you've seen The Labyrinth, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen The Labyrinth?
The David Bowie?
No.
Oh, man. So there's this scene where she falls down like this like, she steps through the wrong door, and she falls into, like, this pit, and all these hands reach out and start grabbing her, you know what I mean? And they just, the trees, all the tree limbs turn to hands. And I just started seeing, like, the Labyrinth fucking hands, and I was just looking at it like, like, your breathing is, you're just like, oh my God.
Been missing, and I didn't listen when she brought up the problems that she had before dipping, lost in the conscious of thought.
One instrumental that we need to do is a quick song, and it's Breathe in the Air. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a sample for it. It's pretty dope. Album is inspired on like music from like 1961 to 1979, like basically like the Beatles and Floyd and the Doors and Zeppelin.
Okay.
And, it's the album is the relationship between your brain and acid and yourself in a trifecta of like a love triangle, and it's done through the personification of characters and through a symphony of songs on this project called Long Silent Drive.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard as fuck.
LSD.
Okay, so how long has it been taking you to kind of piece this whole thing together?
Oh, it's been like almost a year, bro.
Ooh.
Like this is definitely a whole project. Like, but it's been like Blitz. What is this? Like our 4th or 5th session on this?
Yeah, it's like our 5th session. The 4th probably.
Like 4th or 5th. It's been a lot, and each one has been like blocks of fucking time. Like,
Okay.
each one has been like hours, like chunks. It's been a hell of a project, but I'm excited. The vision is there, and if we can get the vision to like become an actual visual, it'll be dope. You know?
That's hard. So let me ask this before we go back in there real quick.
Yeah.
So what are you most excited? Which single are you most excited for your audience, your fans to hear?
Shit, man, that's a tough one. There's a lot of good ones on this. I'm excited to flex my singing on this. So, like, I'm excited for people to hear like Lucy, or like Lucy said that I love you, and like 1,000 Bad Days, and I think people are really gonna fuck with Sarah. There's just a lot of different stuff on here. It hits a lot of different lanes, a lot of different sounds. I think people are gonna be kind of surprised.
I think me personally hearing a little bit of it, I think they're gonna be very surprised. You want to go in there and check out some things?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
perfect.
Even on a rainy day, we still find a way to shine though. And we got my shot at this, something like the sniper rifle that's aimed at the man who wants to change the world for the better. Just like Kennedy and Lennon, cause see that messes us forever. I gotta tell you the story that I have for the order, so that way we can kind of start to pick and choose sound effects for like in between songs and shit. So the story is this dude we went over that it's like a allegory for like a love triangle that represents acid in your brain.
Yeah.
Okay. So the main character wakes up, and like this is gonna be like him waking up, starting his day. He goes to work, he gets fired. Blah. Like in the visual.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So then
we're doing that.
so then he gonna like completely just kind of flip his shit and go on a bender, and that's gonna be like Through Fire in the Sky. Is gonna be the next song. But he's gonna go on like a bender.
Oh, okay, so he's about to start tripping.
Well, he's about to go get fucked up at a bar and meet Lucy. And then once he meets Lucy, he's gonna start tripping. And that's when shit's gonna start getting
Lucy,
real
I see
cool.
what you're talking about. That's why you have that song. Huh?
Yeah. And then, so Lucy's like the girl, or one of the girl characters. He starts out with this girl character, Sarah, which is why we got that song, Sarah. And she like is plain Jane girl next door that like it is steady girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. But then he loses his job, goes to the bar, making bad decisions, falls in love with Lucy, keeps like tripping balls, making bad decisions, but they're like falling in love with each other. And then he realizes like, oh shit, this is a bad relationship and toxic, and I should probably leave. And then he does and goes back and finds like the fucking Sarah left the apartment, and so he's like, oh shit, I gotta go, because like when you abuse drugs, and fucking serotonin leaves your brain, and then you gotta deal with depression. Bam, allegory.
Yeah,
So he fucking has to go and look for her, and when he finally finds her, they fucking meet up and have like a reconciled date type thing, and like colors will be playing, and then the doorstep, like he's gonna go and drop her off on her doorstep, and then like when he fucking heads home, she's gonna text him and be like, hey, come back. So then he's gonna flip around, come back, car accident, in the movie, he's gonna die. And that's like gonna be the end of the movie.
Fuck, okay.
Crazy story, right?
We fucking, alright, we're making fucking positive.
But like we're doing a whole cool ass fucking thing with it.
Nah, that's
though.
pretty cool.
Like,
yeah, that's gonna be.
like visually, I think it's gonna be a really, just a good thing. Taking some fat shit.
It does sound like somebody's taking a fat shit.
So that last Just Breathe, let's put the whisper on that.
Just that last one?
Yeah, on that last breathe, and like maybe turn the whisper up and make it hurts, and do like 30 to 45 seconds of that, and then hit it with an alarm clock. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And then go into the intro song. I think that'd be a really cool intro to the album.
And that's color?
Yeah. And like, do we still have just the raw instrumental for that? So I want to do it like without the words to it, and like do colors and just have the beat. I think this is the first time I've ever had like just a musical intro. You know, like
You just let it ride?
Yeah, no words, no nothing.
This is left.
Because it, like it's. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. But how we're talking about, it's supposed to be like a cinematic type thing. I think that would be like in these thought loops where like I can't finish a fucking thought, and so like you'll start thinking a thought, and then you'll start figuring it out a little bit, and then it just jumps to something else. So you'd be like, damn, sidewalks are crazy because they're made this way with this sort of angle, and then you'll be like, but then the plumbing is like this because of this, and then you're like, but the football team is happening because of this, and then you get stuck in these fucking thoughts where like,
and then you come back to that one and you're like, damn, this concrete
like,
still isn't done yet,
yeah,
though.
I figure shit out about the goddamn concrete, man. And so like it'd be like that, and like I had one time where I was trying to tie my shoes, and I kept having this thought loop, and I sat there with my shoes untied for like fucking an hour and a half, and I was like, god damn it, like I gotta focus on like tying these.
The worst thing on acid was going outside, because I went outside and I went to go sit on my concrete, and I looked down and I see one bug.
Oh fuck!
All of a sudden, that multiplies to 1,000,000 bucks on the ground.
Oh, no,
I'm just like,
no,
1,000,000 bucks. I'm not sitting right here, like.
It's not bad.
And then the next day, I look outside and I'm looking. I'm like, there is not 1,000,000 bugs on the ground.
Like,
That was definitely no. I've had a thought loop, but it was. I mean, acids like that. And then it intensifies.
Yeah.
And then it intensifies
Exactly.
even more.
It gets
For like 6 hours,
yeah.
it just keeps going up, and then you just ride that 6 hours until you start to be like,
yeah, and then the back 6 hours, it starts to get a little bit better. You're like, okay, I feel like I'm in control. Like, you finally get control of the acid. Before, for the first 6 hours, acid is like, it owns your ass. Like, you are gonna fucking deal with what this shit is gonna do to you, no matter what. And it's gonna be fun if you accept it.
Yeah, you have to accept it, because with shroom,
My friend's been missing, and I didn't listen when she brought up the problems that she had before dipping.